This is such an important topic. We are talking about your rising sign and why I think it's one of the most overlooked cues, codes, magical revelation in your birth chart, okay? Cuz the thing is it's not just about your first impression that people get of you. Your rising sign is literally your soul's chosen way to move through this life. It's we all need to spend so much more time decoding the chart and really prioritizing your rising chart, because too many people spend way too much time on the sun sign, which is important, of course, because I like to call it, it's your processing software, right? It's your core software, how the base software, that is how you being ran through this life. But your rising sign is so much, so much. So if you're unclear about your life direction, your rising sign literally is, you just have to pay attention there. It's gonna tell you everything, right? And it doesn't get enough attention. I really believe that. But in truth, the way it's like, it's the energetic doorway. It's the energetic doorway, how your soul chose to move when we come to this life, when we reincarnate into this, the current life that you're having right now. Your soul is on a mission, right? The same way that we're all obsessed with self help, with shadow work. Well, your soul is kind of doing the same thing on in a different dimension, right? And your rising sign is literally the doorway, the tools that your soul chose for this lifetime, for this reincarnation, so you can get to help you get the job done. Do you know what I mean? It's yes, it's how others are meant to receive you, it's how others are meant to perceive you, but it's bigger than that. It's also tied to your public role, like what you meant to do. So many of us are like confused about what our purpose is. There is a lot of key, a lot of cues just from your rising sign. And sometimes you might not like that, you might fight with that, but it's that's what your soul chose. So what is the rising sign actually? What is it? It's pretty much, what's the rising sign? The rising sign is the sign that was at the eastern horizon when you were born. I'm telling you, the charts are just like this magical storyline. It's, we watch movies about, like, crazy fantasy and fandom, but like your birth chart is literally magic, you know? Anyways, it sets the entire structure of your chart. You cannot do life without, I mean, you can, but you will make your life so much harder than it has to be. But you cannot, if you're serious about living life like next level, you have to pay attention to your rising chart. It's just, it sets the rule for like your first house, which is pretty much the self, yourself, and how you meant to move through life. It represents you know your energetic fingerprints, I like to say it. And it's how you meant to move through this life, how you meant to initiate everything, how you meant to express yourself, it's also there to protect you, because a lot of time we struggle between doing things, pushing, and also not losing ourselves. Your rising sign is literally what your soul already chose, the best tools, the best way for you to push yourself, but at the same time, without burning yourself out, without doing self abandonment, also protecting yourself. This is what the rising sign is about. Because often we don't know, and then we're turning around asking people what to do. You don't need to ask anybody. Just ask your own chart. Ask your rising sign. It will tell you how you're meant to move through the world in a way that is based on your own energetic DNA, your own codes, your own self, which is unique to you, because there's no one exactly like you out there, right? And it represents, like I said, it represents the way you're meant to be seen, like in an authentic way, without feeling like a fraud, or without feeling, you know, imposter syndrome. So by aligning yourself as much as possible and then stepping into that, your rising sign as a tool to help you move through the world, it's just when the magic starts happening. It's pretty much, I like to see the rising sign as your vehicle in this world. It's it's the ride that your soul chose before coming here. It shows you how you meant to present yourself in this world. It reveals your approach to leadership, visibility, and first impressions. All of these are also meant to protect you. It's that sweet spot that your soul already determined about how to accomplish, how to have the best chance of reaching its goals, the mission that it came to do in this life, and at the same time protecting the self. Absolutely beautiful. It tells you how you meant to align with, roles like career, vocation, like public life, public influence, and all of that stuff, right? In a way that doesn't feel forced because it's customized to you. It's like if it's like expecting a quiet, like a very quiet, Virgo person to act like, a super like loud Leo. Then again, it might be true in their chart, but like the chart will tell you exactly like what is the best. Now, I'm not coming out at my Leos, okay? If you're a Leo watching this, like I love my Leos too. But my point is the stereotypical idea that we tend to have of fire signs being loud and being, So it's just like you don't need to feel bad thinking that you need to do leadership the same way, let's say a Leo would do leadership, or the same way like, another fire sign would do leadership. Like you have your own magical tools that are customized just for you, right? And at this is also where like my clients kind of struggle the most, because often we don't want what is in the chart, but it's just what's best for you because it's according to your own design, right? And for example, a Pisces sun where a Capricorn rising might be a healer at heart, a dreamer at heart. Now, doesn't mean they can't dream and they can't do healing work, but if they are a Capricorn rising, then that means that in their public path the soul chose that, and then the best thing for them is to adopt structure, organization. It's also a way to self-protect and to help them accomplish the goals that they came to accomplish in this lifetime. So this is where I'm telling you that your chart is more than just sun sign, right? Because you're just thinking, oh, Pisces, a Pisces. I'm just taking an example because Pisces, I feel like, is one of the most, like every sign has their own like stereotypical, and people make fun of them, but I feel like Pisces has that unique flavor where people really make fun of Pisces because they're like the dreamers, they're this and that, and then, oh, I'm just a Pisces, I'm just this, I'm just that. So this is the perfect example where you can see how something so dreamy in like La La Land can also be grounded because of the rising sign that kind of comes to the rescue by giving the tool the right energies to help that sign. So to help that sign accomplish their mission. So this is why I think there's so much magic in that. And it's important to live in alignment with your rising sign because things start to flow when you stop just like butting heads, when you stop resisting the costume, the tools that your soul chose. There's a reason why your soul chose them, and they are for you. Why would you fight them? And it's not about being fake, it's about aligning yourself with your inner truth so you can start living life in flow, right? And so you can express yourself the way you're meant to express yourself. And also again, it's a way, it's all too so you don't lose yourself in this world, because often you don't know what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to behave. Boom, the answer's right there, hiding in plain sight. So your rising sign is your soul's chosen pathway, vehicle, method of moving through this life. You know how to lead, how to show up, how to just overcome this loud, chaotic matrix, okay? And when you embrace it, it's like you're doing life on, your best foot forward and your best, you just using all the tools that are there for you. And there's less resistance, less burnout, because again, there's a match, it just fits in. And so this is why I do believe that personal birth chart is so important to get, right? If you need help to like really start living life in accordance to how you were meant to live life, just you could definitely book your own session with me. We go through like your rising sign will help you shape your life. It will help you, like if you're asking what your soul is meant to be doing here, how you're supposed to to go on, what type of career, what kind of career is good for you. Are you supposed to be in like, HR? Are you supposed to be like a entertainer? Like, are you supposed to be working privately, quietly with people? Your rising sign can help, will help you shine a light on all of these questions that you have. It will help you. This is where it helps you embody real life decision and anchor it into this real life. We're not just talking about concepts and theories, but actual tools for you to implement in your life today and change your life today and stop being stuck and move with purpose and alignment. So if you want some clarity on your public path, on your own rising sign, all the links are down below. And I absolutely love helping you gain clarity and help aligning you to your true soul path. And I will wait for you there. All the links are down below, and I will see you in the next one. Definitely do check out the other video in this series as we are diving deeper. I'll see you there.